All right. Hello, boys and girls. All right. This is Mrs. Blair, and I'm explaining how to set up an informational paragraph. So, last week I showed you how to set up a narrative, and today I'm going to teach you how to set up an informational piece when it comes to writing. And it doesn't matter how many paragraphs it has. We're going to start off slow in sixth grade, but then we're going to work up. If you can write one paragraph, then you can write many paragraphs. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our writing notebook so that the left side of our paper has nothing and the right side of our paper has nothing. That way we can put our T-chart on the left-hand side and then our writing on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this and I'm going to start. Okay, so up here at the top of your paper, I want you to draw a line up here, and this is going to be your topic sentence. Okay, and on this, we are going to be creating a 5-paragraph essay. And so when we're creating a 5-paragraph essay, I am going to have 3 stars or 3 events. 3 events. And then down here, it's going to be our conclusion sentence. So if we look right back up here, I've got my topic sentence up here. I've got my ideas right here, and then I have my conclusion. Okay, now I'm going to come back to you, but like this Step Up to Writing book is key. All right, inside of it, there are transition words, the occasion position that you can use for topic sentences, the power number, also topic sentence. All of these are topic sentences. You have conclusions, you have story transitions. It has a lot of good information. I love the occasion position sentence on page 4 to start off a topic or a topic sentence. It's a great way. Okay, so if my topic over here is early man, let's just say early man. Okay, and then I can pick one of these topic sentences and I'm gonna write in order to. Okay, now remember right here my topic is early man. So in my topic sentence, I have to make sure that I write this word right here, whatever I put in my box. This is what my topic is about. So if Mr. Sakarik asks me to write about plants, then I'm going to put plants right here. If Mrs. Everett is asking me to write about a Roman god, then I need to put the Roman god right here. If Mrs. Lemons is asking me to write about a mathematical theory, then I'm going to put that right up here. So this rectangle up here helps me stay focused. It helps me remember that my whole point of this is writing about early man. Now remember, this is an informational piece, so the purpose of this essay is to inform the reader about early man. Okay, so I love this occasion position sentence. Everyone should have this book. It comes in green or sometimes it's blue. And you can pick any one of these words. I'm just going to use in order to. I'm going to put a little dot right here so that I don't always use in order to. It's going to be very useful. So I'm going to put this to the side and I'm going to start off with my topic sentence. There's one sentence here. In order for, and here comes my early man to survive, comma, they needed to make tools. Okay, now I'm only going to put one sentence here. Mrs. Everett and I are going to create another video about a topic sentence because this topic sentence really should be a couple more sentences, and we'll give you a variety of ways. But for right now, we're just going to write one sentence up there. Now, my topic again is early man, and today I'm going to tell you about the tools that he made. And so some tools that the early man made was, and I'm just going to put it right here, it's his club, it's an arrow, and I'm going to write over here shelter. Okay, now notice how these are just one words. These 3 stars, must go with early man making tools. Like if I wrote buffalo over here, that's not a tool. And so I need to make sure that my essay is on focus. And if I take time in my plan right here, your essay is going to be spectacular. Okay? The more time you take preparing, the better your essay will be, and you can just transfer. Now, this is just a sketch. So over here, I'm not going to have complete sentences. All right? How did they make a club? They made it out of wood. And I'm just dotting over here some ideas. The more ideas you have here about the club, the better. They were able to hunt rabbit and buffalo, and that's where I can throw buffalo in here. They made it out of, I could say trees. There were large ones, small ones. They also could hit fish with it. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to think about, can I use my vocabulary? Is there any fancy words that I've used that I can use to fill up here? Again, if I don't have a lot of these details up here, this is not a good start. So if I don't have too much information that I can talk about, or that I'm an expert at, or I can look in the book, or I can look on the internet for, then you might not want to pick here. Okay? Because this is going to be about 5 sentences. You're going to have a sentence for this, and then this over here is going to be about 4 sentences. Okay? So think about that. All right, the second thing I'm going to talk about is an arrow. It was fast. It was sharp. They could reuse it. It was made out of stone. They could hit target or their prey or their hunting, hit target faster. Okay? And then I'm going to think about anything else that I can think about an arrow. I probably am going to go look at my social studies book or social studies weekly to find out anything else I can think about an arrow in the early man period. All right. And then I'm going to talk about shelter, because that is a tool. Could you imagine if they didn't have a place to stay and they made it out of straw, and they made it out of mud, and they made it out of rocks, okay, and they had fire, okay, and I can fill this up. The more ideas I have here, the better, okay? Now, my conclusion part of the essay is I really am going to go back to this topic sentence. I'm not going to rewrite the same exact thing, but again, I'm going to have early man, and I'm going to have tools, okay? And then again, I'm going to tell you this little green book, when I open it up right here, all right, on page 12, there's conclusion words. And so 12, right here, there's some conclusion words. Now, during virtual learning, I had this kid named Sal, and I just loved his one that's not on here, so we're going to add it. And he said, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm going to add that because I love that conclusion starter. So, I'm going to use the word, let's see, clearly. I'm going to use clearly. But you can use any of these for these reasons. You can use in conclusion. You can say to sum it up. Okay? All right. I'm going to use clearly. I'm also going to keep track right here of my letter I. I used an I right here, so I want to make sure I don't use too many I's, because then we're writing like a first grader. I like candy. I like pizza. I like spaghetti, right? We don't want our whole essay to say I. All right. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say clearly, and remember, I have to put that word. I have to put early man, and I have to put tools in my conclusion. I could even list the tools that helped him. So clearly, early man was able to survive using the tools he made which included, and then I'm going to list them right here. The club, comma, an arrow, comma, and shelter. Okay, and I'm going to put a period right here. Now, I'm going to look at my T-chart. I'm going to see if there's anything I can add. Normally in class we talk about it, and so I'm going to get some ideas from some friends. Maybe they're doing the same ones. Maybe they came up with an idea that I forgot, and so I'm going to keep this and come back to it. Now, when I open this back up right here, look at how awesome this is. I have my T-chart right here on my left, and I have this over here to work with, okay? Now, a paragraph is about 4 to 5 really good sentences, okay? 4 to 5 really, really good sentences. So I say 4 right here, and I maybe this one I'm really good at. I'm going to try to shoot for 5 sentences, and over here I'm going to put 4, okay? So I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to draw these lines, and these lines I'm hoping are going to help you too. So I'm going to come over here, and this is my topic, okay? And this is my first star right here. Okay, now if I have a sentence for my first star, which is right here, I'm going to add 3 more red. 1, 2, and 3. And these are going to be my reds or my details. Okay, these are all reds right here. These are all reds. These are all the details. Okay, here's right here, these are your stars. These are what the 3 shelters that you are, or the 3 tools that you are leaning toward. So after that, then I'm going to put another star, and these rectangles right here are going to represent 1 sentence. So for some of us that have a hard time focusing on when your teacher says, hey, go ahead, write an essay, we're going to break it down sentence to sentence, okay? Sentence to sentence. And here's my 3rd star. I'm going to try to fit this all on a page. I hope I can. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to hit this right here. If you do not have enough room, then you're going to have to flip it over and continue it on another page. I kind of jam-packed it. But again, too, the great news is that in one of these boxes is going to be just 1 sentence. That's it. Just 1. Okay? I like using the Step Up to Writing colors so it can help me stay focused. Hopefully you have those colors. If not, you can use a colored pencil, crayon, whatever you would like. All right? So I'm going to copy my sentence over here again, too, in order for early man. And again, too, this is just your rough draft. So the good thing about this is you are going to be able to change it and manipulate it and make it better right here, looking at 1 sentence at a time rather than saying, here, go fix your paragraph, right? It's easier to see this. All right, now this word club is not a sentence. It's not a sentence, so I can't just write club, okay? I gotta go back up here to my topic, which is early man, and remember he made tools, and one of the 2 tools that he made was a club. Now, again, I'm gonna go back to this. In the Step Up to Writing book, there's on page 2 and 3, there's a whole list of transition words that you can use, okay? One way, first, the first tool, to begin is a good one too, then, okay? I can choose any of these, however I'd like. Here's 3, first, another, next, first, second, third. You probably have been doing that one a lot, right? One example, another example, the last example, okay? These are great words that you can use, so please refer back to this one, okay? I'm gonna just use, I'm gonna say first. I'm gonna say first. Okay. I can't just write first, they had a club, because I don't know who they are. And so I gotta go back right over here to my rectangle up here that says early man. So I'm going to say first, comma, early man made the tool called a club. Okay, I'm going to come back over here to you guys, and I'm going to circle the first letter of each sentence so I can kind of see, ooh, I used an I and I used an F, so I'm not using that repetitive pattern of I, and then, and then, and then, and then. Okay, I'm going to skip my reds right now because those are the details about the club, but then I'm going to go down to my next transition. And so I used first here, and then I'm going to say in addition. In addition, and I don't want to say they, okay, I'm going to say in addition, early man, going back up here, early man created the arrow. And what was the arrow's main purpose? For stabbing animals. Ooh, piercing. Piercing animals quickly. Okay, ooh, that's a really fancy word. I just put a really fancy word there. And then I'm going to come back over here, and now I have two eyes, okay? So I just need to be mindful. We're in 6th grade now, so of course we're going to have a repetitive letter, but I just want you to make sure that you are not writing I, okay? All right, and then when I come back in here, I use first and I use additionally, and I'm going to say finally, and I'm going to go back up here to my topic. Finally, early man made shelter to keep them safe from danger. Okay? All right, I'm going to put a period there. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these words over here in here to describe my sentences, okay? To describe my details. Wood is not a sentence. I can't say they made it out of wood. They ate rabbits, or they hunted rabbits. They made it out of trees. Then I just got they. Okay? I also don't want to say early man. So I'm going to have to be really creative. And if you've got this fancy schmancy, okay, there's a lot of different words here. You can use occasion position sentences also right in here. So I can start with, I'm on the spot right now, so I can't think of something, but you can, if that's not working for you, okay, I could just start off with a very simple sentence, okay. I can say many trees provided wood to make clubs. Okay, and then I can come back over here and I just used the word wood, and I also used the word tree. Okay, so I want to be mindful of that, and I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to circle my many right here. All right, and I'm going to keep going down. I'm going to really, really think. Can I combine these? Can I make them a compound sentence? Okay, we want a variety of sentences. We don't want just all simple caveman sentences. I like strawberry. I like vanilla. I like chocolate. I like chocolate with sprinkles, right? We want a variety of different sentences. We want some simple sentences in here. We want some compound sentences here. And then we also want some complex sentences here, right? That would really, really, really make your essay. Now, this is just your rough draft. So when we go to write it, which is super key, we need to make sure that we go to the next page once we've corrected it and added any kind of awesome, fabulous words. Like if I use the word fun too much, then I'm gonna look on my computer and I'm gonna look for other words for fun. So I can kind of replace that. Also be mindful of that. You don't want to use rabbit, 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 right? You want to be really creative with your words there. But when I come back over here to write my paragraph, once it's already done, I'm going to make sure that the very first thing I do is I indent. Okay, that's how I know it's a new paragraph. So I just like to take like 3 fingers, and I'm just going to, for sake, I'm just going to show you. It's going to be your topic sentence like this. Sentences, right? We're going to go over topic sentences. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to come to a new paragraph. So I'm going to use my indented fingers, and I'm going to indent. There's my yellow, okay? And then after my yellow comes my 3 or 4 sentences about my details. This is describing my yellow. If this is about ice cream, then these things have to be about ice cream, right? You can't write about hot dogs right here when this is talking about ice cream. Okay, now I'm done with that one. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to indent 2 again, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to indent, I'm going to write my yellow, and then following it over is going to be my reds. Okay, about 3. I'm going to keep writing. Ooh, that's a good one. Then I'm going to come back here. This is my first star. This is my second star. This is my third star. And I'm going to write my third star just like this. I'm going to write. Then I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to write right here. And then my very, very last paragraph is going to be my conclusion sentence. And I'm going to indent and do the same exact thing. And it's going to look something like this. Your teacher should be able to highlight, oh, there's your green, there's your yellow, there's your reds. It should be very, very uniform if, in fact, you use this outline. It will really, 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 really help you, okay? I'm going to attach some videos about some simple and complex sentences and the difference between them. I'm also going to attach a video about some topic sentences and some conclusions, right? Be mindful of a couple things. One, you don't want to use the same word multiple times. You want to have a variety of different sentences. Let me put right here. Oops. So our checklist for our paragraph. 1, does it have multiple paragraphs? How do I know that it has multiple paragraphs? Because I should see about 3 stars or ideas, and I should see indenting. I should see indents, okay? 2, I'm going to try not to start the sentence with the same letter. I like potatoes. I like strawberries. I like a Rubik's cube. I like the beach. Okay, try really, really hard not to say that. We're gonna add awesome vocabulary so we don't repeat words. Okay, double check yours. Double check yours. We're gonna try that really, really hard. And most importantly, am I on topic? I gotta make sure I'm talking. If my topic is early man, okay, then I shouldn't be talking about going to a grocery store because they don't go. So we gotta make sure that we stay on topic. We gotta make sure we use the right vocabulary. We're gonna try not to start the sentence with the same letter. We're gonna use multiple paragraphs, 3 stars and indenting. Okay, let me think about anything else that I can say. Most importantly, you have to have a teacher. You got to start with a teacher. You got to start with a plan. Okay, the plan is the most important. This will guide you through a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful essay. All right. So good luck. Be creative. You got this. I can't wait to see what you have set up. All right. Have a great day. Make it good. Be creative.